Most of us don't even think about it. Every day, sometimes in the most dangerous of weather conditions, small boats leave their safe harbor for the wild surges of the Pacific Ocean. These family-owned vessels have been passing through this opening for generations in search of the next big catch. Our busy urban lives insulate us from a way of life that has been providing healthy food since humans first learned how to fish. We tend not to think about where our food comes from. Oh right, it comes from the grocery store. Or the waiter brings it to us. But real people risk their lives to bring in that crab or salmon dinner. Real people who proudly call themselves commercial fishermen. They are unique individuals, tough, rugged, and determined. And every day, they reach for their dream.
To me, it feels like the way it has felt the few times in my life that I've gone up to the gold country and done some gold panning. Every day that you start, you have this belief that it's possible today you're going to catch the fish. And you never know whether you will or you won't.
It's not just catching fish that's important to them. Sure, that's how they make their living. After all, they are commercial fishermen. But it's getting harder and harder to be a successful commercial fisherman. They have to keep their boats in safe operating shape, a never-ending struggle against the forces of nature. Further complicating their ability to make a living, increasing restrictions on what species they are allowed to go after and where and when they can fish. Restrictions born of political battles and often untested scientific theories. What's it like being a commercial fisherman? It's a never-ending cycle of hard work on and off the water.
Every year, we don't just untie the boat and go fishing. We have to haul the boat out and paint the bottom and put new zincs on and make sure we're not going to sink during our travels when we're fishing. Every year we go through this entire 7 to 10 day ordeal. It's very expensive, and that's just another part of the overhead of commercial fishing. So when you buy that salmon steak, you pick up that crab, remember, all the boats have to do this once a year. On a crab pot, you've got escape rings right here so that the small undersized crabs can escape. That way there's crabs there next year for us to harvest. We are not the last generation, so we have to leave this ocean better than we found it.
As a commercial fisherman, I want to come out here tomorrow and next week and next year and still be able to catch enough product to make a living. We call the 3 S's: size, sex, and season. We only catch male crabs. We only do it a certain part of the year, and they've got to be a certain size. So these crabs have all spawned once before they're legal for us to take.
We are just beginning to understand what it takes to be a commercial fisherman, as every day another boat owner weighs the choice between continuing their fishing business or shutting it down. The result of all these obstacles has made it incredibly hard to make a living as a fisherman. Add Mother Nature's ability to surprise and threaten, and you have the reasons why the number of small boats working the fisheries of America have dwindled dramatically over the last 30 years.
It's a lot of hours, it's dangerous, it's dirty, but I love it.
In ports from Mexico to Canada, fishermen are preparing to give up a way of life.
It's gone down to nearly nothing.
Every fishing boat is a small family business.
Barbara and Larry head out to the ocean. They won't return until Friday night. And after 15 years of this grueling work, there is still an unmistakable excitement when a fish is hooked.
Very shortly, the Pacific Fisheries Management Council will begin hearing testimony on the salmon shortage.
Mountain water is diverted to Central Valley farmland, leaving less for salmon to spawn in. And irrigation pumps grind up millions more salmon.
It's welfare for the rich. Farmers got their water. They continued to get their water through the entire 6 years of the drought. And we just are going quickly out of business.
When you go into a restaurant and you see salmon on the menu, is that a wild fish or is that a farm fish? And if it's a farm fish, you should reject it out of hand because it's not good for you and it's not good for the environment.
There is no shortage of reasons why commercial fishermen and their families feel under siege. It's a long list, most of which are out of their control. Fishermen are truly the last of the rugged pioneers that built America. They are resourceful, they are passionate. They are us, the best of the American spirit. And if as a society we are smart, we will reach out and extend a hand to help keep this historic and vital industry alive and healthy.